On December 3rd, 1926, famous mystery writer Agatha Christie disappeared. She had left her home in Berkshire, west of London, and never returned. The irony that one of the best creators of mysteries had disappeared mysteriously was not lost among the public. By the year of her disappearance, 1926, Christie had become an established author and had almost already reached the status as a master of mystery and crime stories, alongside such famous names as Sherlock Holmes author Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. She had 6 published novels, the first from 1921, and her most recent crime novel, The Murder of Roger Ackroyd, had been very well received publicly and critically. The day after she disappeared, her car was found crashed and abandoned near a natural spring, where, legend had it, multiple children had drowned, leading some to believe that something paranormal had happened. There was a massive nationwide search, with help from the likes of fellow crime writers Dorothy Sayers and Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Doyle even sought the help of a medium and tried to have the mystery solved through supernatural means. And the tabloid newspapers constantly ran updates and articles on the search. Countless rumors circulated, many of which were sensational enough to be in one of Christie's own novels. Some believed it was all a publicity stunt to stir popular interest in The Murder of Roger Ackroyd, those believing the rumor being highly critical of such lowbrow methods from such a skilled writer. Others believed she was murdered by her husband, Archie Christie, who was questioned by police. This theory was suspiciously coincidental when it was found that Archie had recently informed Agatha that he wanted a divorce after 14 years of marriage because he had fallen in love with another woman. But there was no evidence indicating Archie had actually murdered his wife. And still others thought she had committed suicide, though this was hard to believe for many considering her career was at a high point and only seemed to be on the road to further success. 1,000 police officers and 15,000 citizens assisted in the search for Christie. They searched the spring near where her car had been found and other nearby areas, unsure if they were looking for her remains or not. But if she disappeared or killed herself deliberately, why would she have done it at such a successful point in her career? And why would she have knowingly left her 7-year-old daughter motherless? The whole incident made people's imaginations run wild. After the discovery of her abandoned car, there had been little more evidence to go on, and local police were getting ready to contact Scotland Yard for assistance. But then Christie was suddenly discovered in Harrogate, more than 200 miles north of her home, where she was last seen. She had been recognized by an employee while staying at the Hydra Hotel in Harrogate, and it had been discovered that she had signed in with the assumed name Teresa Neal, using the surname of the woman Agatha's husband was leaving her for. The mystery had been solved, or so it had seemed. But when Christie was questioned by police, she provided no answers for the cause of her disappearance. It was not that she had refused to do so, she claimed, but that she couldn't remember anything. So it seemed that, in another twist, Christie had suffered amnesia, presumably due to the car crash. This was especially ironic because amnesia was, and would continue to be, a trope often used in mystery novels. She never changed her story, continuing to claim that those 11 days were completely black in her memory. She settled back into her normal life. Christie would go on to write a slew of famous and popular mystery novels, of course, and many forgot about this strange event. But for those who were still curious, even with the missing person found, there were still no answers. And there never would be. Agatha Christie would never directly address her mysterious disappearance, publicly or privately, not even in her own autobiography published posthumously 50 years later. After her death, there could only be speculation. There are still a number of theories for the unsolved mystery. First was the obvious, that she was telling the truth and had truly suffered from amnesia or a similar psychological disorder, and had never regained her memory of the event. Then there was still the theory that it had in fact been a publicity stunt, though this theory has widely been dismissed. And there has also been the theory that Christie had planned to commit suicide over the personal struggles of her failing marriage, but she had decided against it and just ran away until she was found. This could account for her assumed name, using the surname of her husband's mistress. However, that particular detail could also be part of the memory loss she claimed to have suffered from. The only conclusion to this bizarre story is that you have to draw your own. Personally, I find it strange that Christie never mentioned her own disappearance in her autobiography, and that she never addressed it in interviews, though some have claimed that she answered these questions through the characters in some of her later novels. But that all comes down to interpretation. But the truth is that we will never know for sure what happened to Agatha Christie during those 11 days. And it does make for a better story that way. Life is better with a little mystery, right? I hope you enjoyed this video and learned a little bit about the mysterious side of the 20s. I know I usually make videos about America, but this one interested me so much that I couldn't pass up an opportunity for making a short video about it. But if you like this video or any of my other videos, please consider subscribing to my channel for more videos about all aspects of 1920s pop culture. Well, that's all for now, all you sheiks and gals out there, but stay tuned for more tales from the Jazz Age.